Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Monday, May 5th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out when this video drops and you can get the best of the number with us. And hey, if you're a regular around here, hey, give us that little thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Helps us out a ton. As always, we'll get to the cappers, see how their weekend went, and then let's kickstart the new week. I'm kicking the crap out of the bookies here and cover the spread. Let's get to it. How you doing here, Ramon and Al? Welcome back to Cover the Spread here. Let's get a good weekend going. Kick it on over to Ramon. How you doing here, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. Rod brought us some winners over the weekend, over last week as well. So going to keep it rolling here in the NBA playoffs.
Definitely excited for some round two action. Kick it on over to Al. How you doing here, Al?
Yeah, doing pretty good. It's been a pretty good week. And as you said, just trying to have another good one. So let's get off to a good start on Monday.
Definitely, let's get off to a good start here on Monday. Hey, we got two NBA playoff games, so we got to throw it in that MLB, and I'll kick us off here with this MLB action. Hey, our buddy Shane Smith is in action here for the White Sox, and it's been money for us all season long here in the first five. 5-1 in those first five. As I said, this poor guy rolling right along on any other team. His 4 no decisions probably turned into a couple more dubs in that one. He does have one win beating Minnesota, but I'm quite sure that he'd have a lot more dubs on the season. He's sporting a 2.23 ERA, definitely rolling along 1.08 WHIP. I think he does the same thing here in this matchup on Sunday. On the other side, for the Royals, hey, you got Coloragas going for the Royals. And hey, he's had a not bad start to his season as well. 3-2, 4.21 ERA. So he has given up some runs over his last couple games. If you look, he had a nice start, but then over the last 2 games against Detroit, we'll give it to him. But over Colorado, he gave up a few hits to Colorado. Went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, gave a couple dingers to the Rockies. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. So his control can be a problem at times. So good for us in that first 5. We're going to go with the White Sox here and Shane Smith to continue to roll. Looking for your in the books. Grab that plus the 0.5 on our side for the White Sox. I know it's out there. Definitely grab that play because that's been money. 5-1 in the year. That's where we're going here in this one to start our week. Let's kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? White Sox or Royals on Monday?
Well, I like Shane Smith. Rob, come on. This guy's been a revelation. I mean, Rule 5 gem here with that low ERA and WHIP so far. He's got his fastball up there around 95, a new changeup. So, look, almost every start is almost a quality start. Got to get him a little bit longer. You mentioned the first 5, and I'm sure that he'd like to go a little bit longer, but still allowing 3 runs or fewer in a lot of these starts. And with Raggins, yeah, you mentioned a little bit of inconsistency, but still a strikeout machine, right? With that mid-90s fastball and a pretty sharp slider. He's been tough on, I know what you're saying about the red-hot Colorado Rockies in that series there, but he's been pretty tough on some of the weak lineups. So, look, with the White Sox averaging, one of the worst offenses, let's just face it, just a little bit over 3 runs per game. They're probably going to struggle against Raggins' fastball, I would think. Royals, 781 OPS against lefties, inconsistent scoring for sure, and they might find it hard to crack Smith, I would think, in this one. But for me, I would think I'm going to go under, I think, in this one, Rod. I'm going to expect a low-scoring game. You mentioned Smith could dominate here. And as long as these bullpens hold, that's where I got to ride it out a little bit. But I like both these starters here tonight with Smith, on Monday night with Smith and Raggins. So give me the under here with the White Sox and the Royals on Monday.
Yeah, I like that bounce back for Raggins here as well because he definitely wants a bounce back after his last performance against the Rockies. And as you alluded to, against this White Sox team that really isn't hidden. That's why I said make sure you want that plus 0.5 because I could see this pitcher's duel through the first 5 tied like it was last time. when we were betting this with Shane Smith. It was a tie game. I believe it was against the Brewers, and they got one in the bottom of the fifth to tie up that first five, but we still got it because you want to find that plus 0.5. Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Should be a jam here on Monday, actually, between these two teams. Excited for it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with both these looks, except even for the total, I'd keep it to the first five under. Just, don't want to leave anything up to these bullpens. And I agree. I think Shane Smith's been one of the best first five bets in baseball. And yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't trust him on the full game or his offense to really get much of the job done for us here. But as you mentioned, could very well be tied at the half. You get that plus half the run. That could very well be the key to this one. So I'll take it with the White Sox here in the first five.
All right, let's kick it on over to some playoff basketball action. Game one, kicking it off with the Knicks and the Celtics. Hey, this opened up at 9. I'm seeing some 8.5s here pop up. So, I mean, some money's coming in on the Knicks. Let's kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Celtics or Knicks here on Monday, game one?
Yeah, I like the Celtics. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of laying these big numbers, but I think it should be a great series. The Knicks have a very good team themselves, and I think they'll put up a good fight, but just think the Celtics just that much better, honestly. They do have the better players on their team. I see Holiday listed as a questionable, but he did practice and sounds like he should be good to go. Even if he doesn't play, these are guys that can, most of these guys on the team can handle the ball around him, so they should be just fine without him. In this matchup, I wouldn't go laying 9 points without him, though. And even with him, I wouldn't be trying to lay this kind of number. So I'll just stick to the Celtics to get the job done for us early. And as of right now, they're laying 2.5. As Rodd said, make sure you subscribe and make sure you get those notifications so you get this one as soon as it drops, because it could very well be 3 and 3.5 by the time this one tips off. And I wouldn't want to be laying too much more than 3 here. So 2.5, I love this play early.
Kick it over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Knicks or Celtics? Game one here on Monday.
Yeah, the Celtics swept the Knicks in 4 regular season games and averaged 125 points. Rodd shot over 50% in those. So I don't give the Knicks much of a chance in this series. As far as game one is concerned, look, you're going to have Brunson trying to slow down the tempo here, trying to grind possessions out and try to slow Boston's preference of probably getting a fast-paced game. This total is a good 4 or 5 points lower than I think the lowest regular season total that these two have. Yeah, playoffs here, but we've seen some higher scoring games of late in the playoffs, but I think we get back to the grind here a little bit. The Knicks are going to have to come with a little bit of defensive focus. It's not always their strong point, but maybe Bridges, maybe Anunoby can kind of try to slow these Celtics down a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a big rivalry game here, but man, the Knicks better try to grind it as slow as they can if they're going to have any chance to maybe pull off an upset or two in this series and try to extend it as best they can. They're going to need adjustments here, I think, as well. So that's not necessarily Thibodeau's strong suit here, but I got to go under in this one, Rodd. 213.5, 212.5 right now. Just keeps going lower, it seems. So maybe the Sharps, maybe the public's onto something. I got to go under here with the Knicks and the Celtics in game one.
Yeah, I kind of lean that way too, as well with you, Ramon, on that under. You look, hey, Boston, in those first playoff games, holding teams 42.2% field goal shooting and 93.6 points allowed. And as you alluded to, this Knicks team, hey, they've picked up their play as well against the Pistons defensively. Doing better than what their season numbers were. Season numbers defensively, about 47% field goal shooting and 111 points a game. And what we've seen in the playoffs so far is the 45% field goal shooting and only allowing 106. So that's why this number is low where it is. So I kind of lean that way as well. But as also as you alluded to, this Celtics team just swept them all season long. I don't see them taking their foot off the gas here. They have bigger fish to fry, and it's in the series ahead. I have no visions of this Knicks squad getting up and beating the Celtics squad in this series at all. Look at the season price, series price minus the 1.5. I think this is done in 5 at best if we don't see the sweep here in this one, because the Knicks squad, hey, they got their job done beating up the crappy teams, but when it comes to beating the good teams, not so good this year. Teams that are outscoring their opponents by 9+ this year, this Knicks squad is 0-8. They stink. Ooh. Absolutely stink. And then when you send them out here on the road, they're even worse. Send them as a road dog, 1-8 straight up, and not so good against that number. 2-9, I believe, against that number on the road as a dog. Woo-wee. Give me the Celtics. Lay the points here in this one. I ain't worried. This is going to be a beatdown, as you alluded to. 120. I don't know if you even need to get 120, because the Knicks are going to be really hard pressed to score against this Boston defense. But either way, they get the win in this one by the double digits in this one. So thanks. As a dog at 3.5 to 9.5. Oh yeah, awful are these Knicks. Even as a dog, they're not good. What, 7-8 against the number as a dog all outright this season? Yeah, not so good for the Knicks here in this one. Sweep. If I had a broom, I would be getting it all warmed up, ready to go, getting ready to put some shades on it. Here in this one, we're going to take the Celtics to whoop the Knicks. All right, let's get on to the next game. I'm excited for this, the round 2 NBA. I think that's when things really start to heat up. So let's get to it. We got the Denver Nuggets after they're fresh off their Game 7 win. Heading into OKC, different beast here than the Clippers, that's for sure. OKC laying 9.5 here in this one. This is Ramon's game. Kick it on over to Ramon. OKC laying 9.5 to get things started. Round 2 versus the Nuggets. What do you think?
Yeah, Rob, the TV guys who run the TV contracts ain't going to be too happy with us, I don't think, here, because I might be on the Thunder here. Look, give Denver all that great credit, but you said it. They're fresh off that 7-game series, right? And now you're going to have to take on this Thunder team that definitely gets these double-digit wins right now this season when laying these type of numbers. And they're, in fact, Denver's going to be up against this kind of rest disadvantage for the first 4 games. This is going to be extremely tough for Denver. They've been put into a tough situation here in this series, is what it feels like, against this Oklahoma City team with all that depth and home dominance. I think they've won 20 of their last 22 home games by at least 8 points. And they're favored here by 9.5. So I'm going to roll with Oklahoma City here. Lou Dort been clicking here, even from 3-point range. They've got it all going on, it seems like, right now. And, Denver, they're, bottom 10 in perimeter defensive rating. So they have big time woes defensively, it feels like, on the road, allowing nearly 120 points a game. And, if they have to rely on Jokic too much, I think that they can clamp down with Holmgren and Hartenstein a little bit on Jokic. Do they have enough to spread it out and find those other guys? Yes, Murray's been great in these playoffs, and Westbrook has been nice too, but they need a little bit more, obviously, against this Thunder team, it feels like to me. And we already know SGA is a superstar. After this series, I think the world will know he's a superstar, and the Thunder will move on eventually. I don't give the Nuggets much of a chance, and a lot of it because of that travel situation that they're going to be against. They're going to be going every other night, just coming off an intense 7-game series that we saw with the Clippers. So I'm going to lay it here, take the Thunder by double digits. In Game 1, they have wins, Rod, 127-103 over Denver, 124-94 over Denver. I don't know if it'll be that much of a blow. It might be. I'm going to take Oklahoma City on Monday night.
Kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? OKC or Denver Chicken Nuggets?
Yeah, very similar spread to the last game. Slightly bigger favorites here are the Thunder. But still getting that -3 in the first quarter, and that's where I'm going to be here. I just think, again, the Nuggets, good team with probably it's hard. SGA is a great player himself, too. So he probably got the best point guard in the league going up against the best center in the league. And so that should be interesting to see how that plays out. And if you like the Nuggets here, probably one of your best bets might be to take Jokic to get that triple-double. It's sitting at plus 120 right now. It's never a terrible bet. But I like the Thunder again, -3 in the first quarter at home here. I think they come out and get off to a good start because this series will be much tougher on the road for them. We can't forget how good the Nuggets are at home, even though they may struggle here against the Thunder. But again, I think the Thunder want to get out to a good start and cover this 3 for us here in the first quarter.
And for me here, this one, only one way to go. It's game 1. OKC going to be going absolutely bananas, and there's a pressure squad here in this one. And laying 9.5. I'm not too worried about that. Their point differential all season long was about 12.5. So that's where the value is. Getting less than a double-digit spread here with OKC. All right, I'm down with it, especially with a Denver squad. You know that Denver's going to get up for this game. Don't tell me they're not going to at least put an effort into this one, but I think OKC, as we've seen all season long, head-to-head, is just going to be too much. Those fresher legs are going to be tough for this Denver squad to overcome here in the first. But hey, as the series goes along, I think this grizzled veteran Denver squad will be able to make some noise. I don't think they're going to go quietly into the night and sweep them away like I think the Celtics do. The Knicks are not very good. All right, that wraps it up here for the Monday slate. Excited for it. Can't wait to get to it. Hey, let us know what you think about these 3 games we picked for today's action in the comment section below. If you're going to fade us or you're going to ride with us with Shane Smith, how can you not ride with us in that one? Just before we head on out, though, we'll do the quick little recap. Speaking of Shane Smith, that's where I'm going to. When I play, we're going to take Shane Smith plus that half a run there in the first 5. And then we got Celtics taking on the Knicks. This is Al's game. He says the beating kicks off early with the Celtics beating up on the Knicks early in that first quarter, only having to lay 2.5. Yeah, it's probably double digits by the end of the first quarter. There with Al's play, take the -2.5 first quarter. And then we got Ramon, saying they take advantage of OKC Thunder all season long. Solid team. Lay the 9.5 there, the pressure squad here. And this one is our third play here at Cover the Spread. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday or Monday, everybody. And let's kick off the week winning here. Where are we? I'm sure I know where we are. And what do we do here? We cover the spread.